here in Jicarilla, Apache territory near the Pecos River. Internet reception isn't so great, but it's beautiful. Happy solstice, winter solstice. As I posted earlier, I am offering up a special meditation for the solstice as part of the winter wellness series. It looks like somebody joined in. I can't see who you are. But hello. Happy solstice. So, anyways, speaking of wellness, I'm not feeling so great myself. I had some kind of stomach flu or something today, but was determined to sleep it off and show up online so we could meditate together to close out this year and welcome in the winter. So, anyways, it looks like I'm getting some kind of message. Um, I wanted to invite you to blindfold yourself for this meditation. I personally am not going to be blinding myself because I wrote some stuff down and I can't read and be blindfolded at the same time. So I can't guide you through the meditation blindfolded, but I invite you to blindfold yourself for the meditation to really embrace the darkness. The shortest day of the year, darkest day of the year. So give everyone a few moments to get a blindfold. If you have issues with trauma, understandable if you don't want to blindfold yourself. It can trigger symptoms. But if that's something that you're into, go ahead, grab a blindfold, and we'll get started with the meditation. Merit. Sometimes, and this is a Buddhist concept that I learned about years ago. Um, so it said before you go to sleep, surround yourself in a sea of merit, and you'll sleep better, and you'll wake up in a more positive frame of mind. So it's a really good quality to be humble and not boastful, but at the same time it's a really good quality to embrace our good deeds, our acts of courage. These days we aren't always recognized for the things we do. So let's take a moment and just think about this past year. Grace and maybe sometimes not so much you did, the people you helped, the landscape. And we're being called to more action, more mutual aid, more community-based support. So take a moment to think of all the things you did this year to contribute to that, whether if it was directly or indirectly, or and I don't know about you guys, but I've had a lot of loved ones in crisis this year, and just being able, even if I don't have money to help them, just being able to show up in a compassionate, loving way. So any of those opportunities you had to show up in that way this year, just surround yourself in all the good that happen this year. And now that we've surrounded ourselves in this calm, nurturing sea of merit, we're gonna close our eyes, come into a comfortable position. You can lie down, you can be seated, if you can do a headstand, you could do a headstand. Whatever's comfortable for you. So come into a comfortable position and close your eyes and start to connect with your breathing. Breathing long and deep. Breathing in and exhaling slowly. And as you release the breath, relax. With each and every breath you take, you move deeper into the silent space within yourself, your own inner world. Now, imagine in your mind's eye, in this inner world of yours, so your eyes are struggling to adjust to the terrain. You're moving slowly, unsurely, and cautiously so as not to trip. The more you attune yourself to the silent world around you, the more your senses begin to perceive the details along your path. You're beginning to see with your inner eye. And this environment, this terrain that you're walking through is the desert, high desert. The desert air is clear and cold and fragrant with the aroma of high desert sage. You begin to move with more calm. You trust your inner senses. Your intuition guides you on your path. Answers reveal themselves as you surrender to the power of the unseen. You feel safe and protected, even though you're completely enveloped in this darkness. A warm feeling starts to bubble in your lower solar plex, right below your navel, the dantian. This warmth that you sense spreads to your arms and your legs and throughout your whole body. A pleasant tingling sensation accompanies the warm glow that now seems to emanate with Mother Earth and Father Sky, and all the cycles at play between them. As you turn your eyes towards the night sky above, a blanket of stars illuminates the sky. A sense of undeniable gratitude washes over you, and you open your heart to the beauty of this sacred time and space in this darkness. A granite boulder offers a place to rest and relax. Hours seem like minutes. A sense of timelessness prevails. At first, you notice a change on the horizon. The light of the stars begins to fade, and towards the east, the first light of dawn colors the sky with shade and harmony. And bathes the desert in a warm glow. You are reborn in this new day. With you, with your next deep breath, slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the here and now in your body. Feel yourself grounded, balanced, and in harmony. When you are ready, you can open your eyes fully back in the here and now, bringing with you all of the gifts from your sacred journey into the darkness. And so it is. Thank you, Creator, for this new day. Thank you for the gifts that we can find in the darkness. Thank you for this sacred solitude and season of storytelling and stillness and quiet. So that was adapted from a book called The Heart of Holidays. And let's see, we're going to do a short prosperity meditation. And maybe what wasn't what we wanted it to be, and maybe we didn't think we had to surface, but sometimes those are always good reminders of how the new light of tomorrow and how we're moving more and more towards the light as we progress. And the cycles of nature without. Let's do a all that new year, new me stuff. No, let's just focus on what we're going to create for this world, and from a traditional Indigenous perspective, whatever we're creating or whatever we're putting our energy into should take into consideration 7 generations forward. Not what's best for us, not what's best for our own children or our children's children, but what's best for our children's 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 children. So, with that said, let's take a moment and think about all the things that we want to create in 2022. And she was speaking on this astrological energy we're dealing with, and that really what this is about, the solstice, is taking inventory of where we are, how we're doing in accomplishing our goals, and that our goals should be long-term, sustainable, and ethical prosperity. That we're not going to get rich overnight, that we're not going to be that instant millionaire or a billionaire building our own rocket ship to get to space or whatever, but that we're building a sustainable wealth that includes our own wellness and that includes community care, that matches, aligns with our ethics and sustainability of writing additional books. I've been doing grassroots work for 12 years. 20 years as well, but the Rise in Love Foundation, which began as the Isis group project, as in the goddess Isis, began over 10 years ago now. So I'm learning that it is a process. Things don't happen overnight. Things don't happen on our timeline. They happen on the timeline. If we're being ethical about things, if we're not forcing our will on things, then if we're doing it in an organic, ethical way, take a moment and think what you need to put your energy into this year for that. And I am going to walk you through this meditation. Um, that vision that you're manifesting, that you're co-creating with Creator. To the planet Jupiter and the planet Mercury when we do this meditation. So essentially what we're doing, and I'm going to play a mantra. Hopefully it will allow me to play this mantra without needing some license or something. So the mantra, which you can repeat with the recording, is Har. That's H-A-R, but it's a hard R, so your tongue is going to strike the roof of your mouth. Har. That is one of the 108 names for Creator in the Eastern cultures. It's the green seed of Creator, the creative aspect, like that green seed that has potential to become an entire oak tree. So we a book right here, like that, and you're cupping your hands to receive. So we're gonna do this meditation for 3 minutes. Your eyes are closed. You're going to focus at your eyes are almost completely closed. You're going to focus at your nose, the tip of your nose. And let's see here. And and inhale deeply. Cup your hands in front of the heart to receive all these blessings. Into that awareness of that inner quiet, solitude, your darkness, all the gifts in the darkness outside, and exhale. We'll blow all that air out and relax. I'm so glad I showed up to do this. I was feeling like just pure trash earlier from, I don't know, stomach virus or something, but I was able to sleep it off and tune in with you guys, so I'm really grateful for all of you that tuned in. I'm just seeing the comments now. Thank you guys, Natalie, Teresa, I love you sisters. So yeah, I hope this helped you ground in however way we can. So this year was a really good year for us. One woman's journey to reclaim both, to other survivors to inspire them on their own journeys. We're still searching for a permanent rematriation center, but things are coming along. That documentary that Tata and I got to be in is coming out finally, Women of the White Buffalo. We're doing more and more wellness efforts and mutual aid to support community. So things are good, and I know things are going to get better. This year was a big struggle, but we made it. We're here. So we give gratitude for that. And I'm grateful for every single one of you and all that you are doing in this world to bring that light. So with that, happy solstice to all, and to all a good night. All right, love you guys. Next time.